Thank you, Madam Chair and Ranking Member Lukemeyer, and thanks for holding this hearing. And we appreciate the insight and time of the witnesses as well. And I'm honored to represent upstate New York, which has a strong history and culture relating to the arts. I also always wanted to be an artist, but here I am, a politician now. Now have a very strong ecosystem of manufacturers, designers, venues that serve artists and musicians in our greater community, including many historic sites. A lot of people don't realize that my hometown of Utica is where Dick Clark went to school and got his start. Annette Funicello of Mouseketeer fame, Joe Bonamassa, the great musician, Sawyer Fredericks, and so many others have come from our small city and our region who have done an amazing job. But another thing is in the manufacturing sector, a lot of people don't realize that the golden artist colors you see when anyone who's an artist knows what they are, were actually started in my district in New Berlin. We say New Berlin, not New Berlin, New York, and have provided a wide range of oil, acrylic, watercolor paints for artists for many years. We also have a lot of printing companies, including my own, but another one I'd like to mention is Curcio Printing in Vestal, New York, where there's a lot of graphic design. And people don't realize I owned a newspaper, but there's a lot of artistic venues with newspapers designing ads, designing creative production items for customers, and we did a lot of that. My concern is that in so much of this and what's happened in my community with these great venues and great artists is during the pandemic, these industries have suffered. If they've not been designated essential, they were forced to shut down, forced to lose, and thankfully for the PPP program, we were able to get some back. But a lot of these lockdowns are continuing, and even in an unscientific way, which has really put, I think, a real problem with especially a lot of our event spaces, which we have, many people who come to perform in our region. And it concerns me that if we continue with these lockdowns, we aren't going to get the reopening and the need for even performance artists, musicians, and others to be able to get back on stage. And we'll have to rely on remote learning. And as we know, there's nothing like being there in person.